Hey, you want a feud one last time?
Uh,
You
uh,
want?
you shut up.
Ah! Hey, that was fucking fire.
The time is now on everything.
Uh, Give me your first initial reaction seeing it live, and then break down what happened.
Initial reaction live. I tried going live on Instagram too, but then my phone died, so it hit me with the pause, and I didn't even know because I was watching the fight. You know how it is. But someone said, "Herb Dean, throw the flag, Herb." But Conor was piecing him up, bro. Like my initial reaction, I'm like, damn, like Conor's like boxing is just as crisp as I've ever remembered. You know what I'm saying? Maybe even better. But there's so much more of a commitment to it, I think, that he had in camp. He was not checking them leg kicks, bro. And that was the end of it. Like that's like Conor for sure was getting off, right?
Mhm.
But Dustin was still able to set up what he wanted to set up. He wanted to damage that lead leg. You know what I'm saying? He couldn't like move and be as accurate, have power in those shots. And he got him up against the cage and grabbed him a little bit too to tire out those arms a little bit. So it's
Yep.
like Conor was definitely piecing him up. And Dustin could have went out at any shot because that's how Conor is. I mean, that's how fighting is. You know what I'm saying? But Dustin's game plan worked out because in the end, you know what I'm saying, Conor missed and couldn't move his leg, got caught with the hook. Dustin turned it around, said, "Oh, my turn." Whoop, 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 whoop. And McGregor still slipping on them boys too. I was like, "Oh shit!" And then pow. He said, "Oh, oh shit!" And then the pow and the kisser, and it was a wrap, man. It was fucking wild. It was fucking wild because my opinion, I thought Conor was winning up to that point. I heard some this morning. It was like national media though too. You know how they are. This Dick Ride, like the bigger name, shit like that.
Mhm.
And they're like, Dustin started off hot. I'm like, no, he didn't. That nigga was getting pieced the fuck up. But what was your reaction? What was your take on it?
First of all, that was very funny. I love the sound effects. Yeah, same thing with me. I was already hyped going into this fight because of the co-main event delivering. And man, as much as I say I'm not a Conor McGregor fan, but he still must watch TV. Like I watch all his fights. I want to watch all his fights. He's very interested in his preparation and the way how he can sell a fight and his ability. So
Mhm.
super excited. Dustin Poirier fan. And this is what I gotta tell people because I fucked up. Go with your beliefs and commit to them. I'm a huge Dustin Poirier fan, but I went against him in this fight. I went with the majority, and I went with Conor. And just how you said, man. McGregor came out hot. You know, way different from this fight, from their last fight. You can see Conor has really adapted a more boxing heavy style. Like
Yeah.
he almost reminds me of like Nate Diaz now. Like he's almost
Yeah.
pure. Like I
He,
very like where's his kicks? Like he was very bouncy, almost that karate style. Through a lot of cheap kicks, a lot of measuring, a lot of hook spin kicks. That was not. He was very flat footed on on that lead leg heavy, fishing for a knockout early. Um, hit Poirier with some big shots, some shots that might have put other people down, but man, this isn't featherweight. Poirier is a good size lightweight. He took shots from Gaethje, Holloway, Alvarez twice. So we know Dustin could take Hooker. So we know Dustin is durable at 155. You know, he took those shots well, and he started chopping that lead leg down. I mean, it's weird because like it's such a simple game plan, but McGregor, like you said, he didn't check any of them, compromise them, and when he caught him, he let that boxing loose. A lot of people were
yeah.
like, "Oh, it was that one shot," and then he started getting loose. If you see Dustin's defense after he shut down the leg was so good. He was slipping, his head movement looked really good, and when he hurt him that first time, he puts that Dustin Poirier pressure on you. He throws a bunch of punches and bunches, hurt McGregor, and one shot directly in there and a little bit of ground and pound finish it off. I was going crazy. Like that shit was it was a movie. I very much appreciate both guys.
Yeah, you seen like you literally watched Dustin catch his groove too, and when
Mhm.
Conor started slowing down because he literally in the middle of the fight went you know what I'm saying after you just go, he's whoop, whoop. He's oh okay,
Oh,
I
yeah,
see what you're
man.
doing.
Yeah,
Yeah,
since he's really moved up to lightweight and I don't know, like changed his boxing style around, he's top for me, top 5 boxers in the UFC right now. His hands are great, his head movement's great, his inside the pocket, like he's just a great boxer. He has great hands, great footwork, and all of that. And he beat one of who said he was the best boxer, so he's definitely
yeah.
top 5 for me.
Yeah, oh, for sure. Shout out to Lenny March from MMA Unhinged. He says, without that bounce, I see Conor very average. He needs that bounce he had when he fought Aldo. And I agree. I think you spoke on it perfectly. Like, well, even back to like his fights with, he used to throw crazy ass kicks. And like you said, the karate, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he was just way this time, like you said, he was just, man, I'm here. We throwing him. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I get he's that confident in his ability because Conor can box. I wouldn't be mad. Would you? Yo, what if the third fight was a boxing match? Would you be mad or you want MMA?
Please don't start that. And then
I'm
we can have Manny Pacquiao be the ref. Like, it would be perfect. No, Floyd Mayweather be
It's
the ref.
Stone Cold Steve Austin, special guest referee.
He gives them both a corner at the end.
Hey, Habib comes out of the chair.
Yeah, right.
My God!
Yeah. Oh man. But I do want to see a third fight. One thing that kind of stuck out to me, I don't know. I heard a couple people talk about it. He did not look like, of course, not like the old McGregor, but dude, he looked smaller than me. Like he didn't have like, yeah, like I mean, I know his last fight was at 170 and he looked yoked up. But when he was in there, man, he looked smaller than I would expect. Like he didn't really. You can see when they kind of came together. Like
Yeah.
Dustin was a little bit more broad. I don't know if it's his diet or anything like that, but he didn't seem as big or as strong to me.
It was. I mean, I think the biggest factor, like looking back at it, and I didn't even think of that, was that he didn't fight like how he normally does. There wasn't like the karate stance and like hardly any kicks. I was trying to look specifically to see if he threw any kicks. I don't remember him throwing. I actually know I do remember him throwing like one, but that's about it, man. I think he was really just dependent on the knockout. You know what I'm saying? And it felt that way because it's almost as if he didn't prepare for anything else.
Mm-hmm. Dude, and the crazy thing is, we saw Khabib take down McGregor because he takes down everybody. But I'm not surprised Dustin got the takedown. But the fact that he was able to like kind of keep it there for a little bit and really they were in the clinch in the first round for a good meaningful amount of time. So
kind of have the drowning to get out of it. Yeah.
So like even that, like usually who keeps Conor against the fence? Like even Mendez didn't have a great job of keeping him down or against the fence. And Poirier seemed to, be strong enough to really keep him there, really make him work to get out. And man, that burns up a ton of energy.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like he wasn't prepared for anything else, like he did get caught up against the fence and like held there a bit, and I don't know, it is what it is. The cool thing about being Conor McGregor though is you always have the trilogy offer because the other guy's always gonna want it too.
Yeah. Man, dude, and it's crazy because Conor really doesn't go down from this. Of course, he's like super big, but he's gonna. And they're not excuses, but he was off for a year. He wasn't used to the time, and Dustin got way better. He's gonna adjust in the trilogy just like he adjusted on. So there's like built-in things for him, and who doesn't want to see him go against Poirier for a third time or Nate Diaz for a third time? So he doesn't.
What would you rather have
Right now?
Yeah.